Hello and welcome everyone to another Northgard video on this channel. Today I have another build order video for you. It's gonna be a build order video about the Raven clan, because the Raven clan just right now is definitely one of the stronger clans around, and I want to show a little updated version here of the build order, even though that they didn't change all too much things in the Raven build, but there are definitely some things, and I want to point them out right here, and if you're not familiar with them, you can definitely check out this video to learn some things about this. And the Raven clan still depends quite hard on its exotic goods, and that's why the basic build isn't too much changed right here, since you're still gonna depend on a few shores. It's still gonna depend on the ruins. I think I just found one right here. But the start is definitely changed up right here, like you may see. Usually you would have built up the scout camp with the house, but since the changes of I think the update before the update right now, actually the population cap got raised by 1, so it would be better to actually build the wood camp a little bit earlier and build the house when you can take the next tile, and we're going to do just this right now. Let's see what we can do here. I'm not going to hunt for the middle right now with this build, since I don't think it's all too necessary actually. I don't like it all too much how it really slows down your game, and you can get the fame on many other ways as Raven, and this build is not really aimed on getting your mercs out like you may think, but I usually like it more to mostly look for the lore right now, because lore is quite strong, or even just get normal army on the land out, because I don't think the mercenary raids into towers are all too useful, and they can definitely help you if you have an army going into your enemy, and you can support your army with your mercs, so maybe they can even tank the tower a little bit if you just have warriors, so this can be a good way to do it. But in general, I wouldn't say it's the best thing to do that, and I'm gonna go for that now. Even gonna get housed here for a second, but it's not too bad actually, even though I just overtalked you a little bit. So, excuse me for that. I'm gonna go for the lumberjack right now, so I can build up my trading camp quite early then. I have a shipwreck right here, but I'm not going to go for, but I'm going to look for my iron and my other stone, because they could help me quite a bit. I hope they are quite close to me. Would be a blast, definitely. We found our iron already on the 2 wolves. That's good. Gonna go for my for the gold that I have right here, and build my training camp so I can clear out the surrounding tiles right here. I have 3 wolves until now, but yeah, my stone could be right here, or it could be right here, it depends. I actually hope it's right here, because I'm scouting this tile right now, but there are sheep on this tile, so maybe it would even make sense to go for this tile there, but if my stone is right here, I'm not gonna go for that. Yeah, this tile here gotta be right there. My lore on that's a little bit unfortunate, but we're just gonna play around that. And we have 3 wolves on that. Hopefully, yeah, the scout can actually help my will over here and get a warrior too. Start out clearing out those tiles. I'm gonna start with the single wolf here. I think it should be quite easy. Definitely want to get this tile here with 3 wolves on it, but I can't see the 3rd one right now. Yeah. There. Okay, I will definitely need to micro and get a lot of low warriors here. Let's see. Nothing to go around there. He's actually attacking the wrong wolf. I would have never thought this. But he did. So, actually I thought when he was standing just right next to this wolves, and I thought he would auto-lock on this wolves. I didn't really want to lose a warrior here, but it's not all too bad. I can just make the scout here to another warrior and get it over there. So best case scenario, you don't want to lose that warrior at the wolves there, of course, but sometimes it happens and doesn't destroy the whole build here, just slows it down a little bit. wolves over there. Starting to take those tiles. I think I will need this tile here definitely. Send the warriors back home and get way harder on wood. If the warriors can actually come here. And go right over there and build a lumber camp. Yep, got it down there. Yeah, the shipwreck is not all too important for us right now. Because, yeah, we're not going to take it. It's, it would be a little bit too much of a boost for a tutorial. Just okay, look how nice my spawn here is. You won't get the shipwreck, but I'm gonna take it now. Nah, that won't help too much. There's a quite big chance that you get your ruins, and actually a quite big chance that you get cheap at the start. That's why I think that they are around here. It just feels like it. I can't actually say that it's a thing that get told to me that they're definitely always sheeps for the Raven clan, but it feels like me because I played it quite often the last time, and I yeah, had quite often sheeps around in my area. So seems to be a thing right now. Yeah, I'm going for a lot of wood right here. You gotta imagine that I couldn't do the eco right like I have it right here when I would have gone for the middle, because I would have wasted some time. Actually, the middle is quite close to me. I could still go for it, but yeah, let's keep it realistic. If I would have played against another player, the middle would most likely be gone, so don't want to go cheaty for it now. First wolf attack over here. We definitely need to build a tower. But not right now. Hopefully in the winter. So we can delay it a little bit longer there. For this situation it were actually quite good to lose the warrior in the end. So you can always see the bright side of life there. Because I still have just 3 rounded clan members. You of course don't want to have more than 4 or even more than 3, because the 4th villager will actually start to make your villagers unhappy. And that's nothing that you want to do, of course. So try to play around that. Next thing is going to be the house. I'm going to build it on the forest tile over here. Just go over there. Finish that. And another villager will start. Oh, no. Stay here for a second. And while I'm still with 4 guys on wood, yeah, I still remain a quite good food economy right here. It's not a blast, say it like that. It's not really crazy, but it's okay. I can handle it, and I should go for this tile here since it gives me 2 happiness, even though if it gets attacked by wolves. I always feel like if I have more tiles I'm more likely to get attacked by wolves, but I don't think that it's actually a thing. I think it's more something that I make up in my mind, but still. Yeah, we're gonna get the dock up right here. I like to do that a little bit earlier than the winter starts, so I have the gold for the towers actually. When I started in the winter I would actually want to start building the towers, and if I don't have then the gold for it, it can be quite a problem, because usually I want to start out with the quarry, because that's one thing of the Raven clan. Yeah, that's like my bar to set in when I play Raven, that I usually want to have all stone gone when the second winter comes in, so I already have it and can usually give it out. It's not like it would make too much sense to just rush it if you don't have the wood and everything to get it. There, he took the middle, just the lower middle actually. Yeah, I lost my fort there for a second. I hope it's not too bad. And yeah, with the stone, it doesn't make too much sense to rush the stone completely when you don't need it. Of course, you should just take as much as you need. But as the Raven clan, I actually feel like okay, you can make a lot happen there. Since you don't need too much food to colonize, you already have quite some gold, because you will just naturally get up your dock quite early and get a second one when you get your exotic goods, of course. By the way, I'm gonna hit my exotic goods here a little bit later than I usually would want to, because I don't have a runestone where I would usually have a villager on. But therefore I have of course a little bit more food available to me right now. So maybe I can make something out of that. I'm gonna build a tower right here to get rid of those wolves attacks, and as soon as possible I'm gonna get that tower right there. And hope I don't get attacked while in the meantime. Yeah, we double on stone here. Have a bugged dog. I have that quite often in the last time. Don't know what's going on, but I'm not gonna topic that too much here. And yeah, +9 wood. Is okay of a raid. I should maybe not have the wounded wood cutters right here. I don't really want to change it up right now, since I want to get my tower right early. Gonna go for shipbuilding because gonna have a lot of docks if I can. If not, if you have a Raven for with no shores, I can actually. I have a video on my channel where you can see an older Raven build. Yes, especially for having no shores. It was more of an aggressive build, and I think when you have Raven and you get no shores, you actually stuck to a little more aggressive build because your docks are very important for your general play, not only for getting your lore and getting your gold, but also for yeah, just giving you happiness. And then next tower over there. Next will pop in, and we will actually get the Hunter's Lodge as the next building, I think. Yeah, I think so. Even though I could be housed in the meantime, I think still think it's gonna be a good thing. Because the next thing that's gonna rise up my population space is the upgrade of the town hall, and it will be a few seconds. I can maybe do it a little bit earlier when I get the Hunter's Lodge early, so I get a little bit of bonus food, of course, not bonus food, but my food production in general is just better. And I think I'm just gonna sit down here. I love it that they actually made the building flip when you can't set it down. Because usually you had a button on your keyboard, you still have it, where you can flip the building if you want so, but I usually just clicked like a madman and tried to set it down somehow. But just right now it starts flipping if you click and you can't build it, and it's so perfect, so I don't need... It's like they go around you, like, you won't learn the button? Okay, we make it easier for you. It's so cool. Really nice of them. And... go here. That is quite hard food production. Gonna go a little bit slower on wood there, because I'm going to need to make a feast now. As soon as possible, just to hit that carpentry mastery though. I already have the wood. No, I don't have the wood already, but I will have it definitely in the right time. I'm actually gonna go for the wood again when I feast it. I just need it for the moment right now. And go. Get out the feast. Quite good timing. Perfect. We have the tower there already, so this doesn't hurt me all too much. And go. So, Carpentry Mastery is going to hit in the next seconds. My villager too. So it's gonna be a close race here between Carpentry Mastery and the next villager. But I think Carpentry Mastery is going to win, and therefore my strategy. Yeah, it's not like this guy didn't. It's not like this guy got housed at the first house. No, that didn't happen. We have the Carpentry Mastery, and we upgrade our main hall and the wood over here. Woodcutter over there, and you can get more. Yeah, more wood. Going to get this tile here. I don't know. It doesn't really help me right now because for the 6th tile I won't get happiness. Don't get happiness for the 1st, for the 2nd. I think you don't get for the 3rd. I know you have one. The 2nd one gives you happiness. I think the 3rd one doesn't give you happiness. Ah no, the first 5 all give you happiness. That were the thing. Okay. In the first ones it doesn't happen, but after the 6 ones, the 6th won't give you happiness, and I think the 9th one won't give you happiness, and the 12th, and so on and so on and so on. So you won't get all the time 1 happiness for a tile. But I can show you that when I go for this tile in a few seconds. I'm very sure this is bugged. And yeah. going too straight to the feast now. Still on the stone there. I think the stone is going to be exhausted soon, so let's take one bill over here. Oh yeah, actually just 5 left in there. But we're already getting the second dock over here because the exotic goods are going to hit. I don't want to build a brewery with the Raven clan. Even though you can sometimes get in a bit of a bottleneck that you will be definitely a few months without any happiness, but you didn't spend it to gold and wood for the brewery, and that will usually help you quite a bit in the start. If you don't have your shores available, you will of course need to get that brewery, but if you can play around it, I would suggest just do that. And I would actually start to explore now a little bit, and at that point I would actually take the next tile, because if I can spend gold for that things, I should actually spend gold, have enough gold to do that. And I'm gonna get some tiles here, because I won't clear out these dragons on the next time. Oh, I knew that would happen. So I have to go over here. I hope that weren't for all too long. You can just write that down in the comments how long I were actually these miners were actually doing nothing. I didn't thought it were all too long. So getting the third dock already, because I want the full happiness when it actually happens here. Yeah, the blizzard is going to come. It's of course always great for tutorials, because you need to slow down quite a bit when the blizzard comes, but I think it could be also nice to show here how you actually yeah, get ready for a blizzard, because it can change always a little bit, because I think newer players tend to get over ready for a blizzard, if you know what I mean. Just to have too many food and wood in stock. And actually every food and wood in stock that you didn't use over the blizzard is actually something you wasted then, because you could have paid it out for the winter. Yeah, to upgrade any building, or maybe build a dock over here that just gives you pure 2 happiness, and the happiness won't change that much when the blizzard comes in, so you won't get slower villager production. So it can be a thing here. Nice. Right here. So many unhappy villagers, but that's going to change right now. Right here. Let's start with the blizzard. Yeah. Starting to plan for the blizzard here. And I'm going to get the market actually. Because I'm going to get later here. And first market should be something that... come on. Let's wait it. Let's get the mine first. And maybe get some upgrades before we get the market. So upgrade the farm here. So we now upgraded the town hall, after that the woodcutter's lodge and my farm, just like I usually do it. And I won't build a silo right here. That's one of the biggest changes of this build. When I want to upgrade something, it will most likely be this hunter's lodge, and I'm going to do it right now. We have already 5 woodcutters, so we're at the max there. We could also think about doing a feast before the winter actually comes in. I'm gonna start exploring a little bit more. It's a big thing of the Raven clan that you can actually explore that easily. I would give a lot for that, to have that with other clans, but what happened? I got housed here. Not perfect of course, but yeah, I'm not gonna change up now and upgrade a house. I don't think that's gonna be perfect here. So let's just wait it out. Get the house here. Please, if you play this build and want to, you want it to be really effective, don't get housed. But it won't completely destroy this build right here. That is of course not really nice if you don't have the perfection in it. And I'm going to start to build some. Because I don't want to waste too much wood here and have the buildings already built. Could build them in the blizzard, that would actually be a little bit more effective, but I need to have them here ready. I would upgrade the scout camp, but since it's a blizzard, I won't really be scouting in the winter anyway. So let's just wait that out. I would actually upgrade this here. And I'm gonna do that. Upgrade the dock. So even the scouting will go on a little bit fast now. That were one. I think I got wrong in my Raven basics that it doesn't matter how much sailors you have in your dock, but it actually matters. So if you have 3 in there, the scouting will be three times as fast than just 1. So keep that in mind, that this is actually something that matters. And I think that feast, yeah, didn't hurt me all too much. Not that I think that it could have hurted me all too much, but like it were last minute, definitely. But it helped me out. The winter is coming in. I'm not completely done with it, so maybe the number is a little bit wrong here. Don't know if how long they actually stayed here, but I still think I have a good time for the stone. So maybe it were more at the end of the winter or something. But I feel really good about my stone here. Maybe the blizzard have changed something about that I can't spend all too much of it, because usually I won't really stockpile 13 of it. But sometimes it just can happen. We're going to go for sharp axes here of coinage. Doesn't really matter, because in your build it really depends on what you have there. If you want to go for your army straight, then you should go for your coinage and then maybe weaponsmith. I want to get a little bit slower approach right here, maybe show you how I would actually do it in a game, in a 1v1 against a player that is on an equal skill level. Because in a game against such a player, I wouldn't really try out too much. Need to definitely stop some raids here, because I have a little bit miscalculated here. Let's stop that. And I will need 1 villager to repair that the tower there. But this little miscalculation shouldn't stop me all too much. It's just about the in the time of the blizzard. I will now need to wait a little bit here until I can actually start out to upgrade buildings and do everything what I need here. I think in this approach I will mostly just go for upgrading my docks here, trying to upgrade my sailors and having a little lower backdoor at the at the choice. So this is why I actually think the Raven is so strong right now, because of the little lower backdoor that he has. So I wouldn't go too hard for mercs here. I would rather just let the gold in the stock. If you will naturally, if you go for lore over sailors, you will just naturally get oh my god, I need no food. Just trying to save it here. You will naturally get gold through it, because your gold count will just rise with having all the sailors, of course, that are mostly there to give you lore in the end, so you don't need to worry too much about that. About your game plan there, that you mess up the gold, and usually you wanted to attack your enemy with that gold. But just right now it doesn't make all too much sense right now, of course, and so you shouldn't really do that anymore. And I would rather sit back and try to have a low win at your side. And if your enemy actually is slower, you will still have a load of gold in your stock, so you can do something against that. Just right now I really need to adapt here. Get another one on the stone. And hoping that this blizzard will actually end. I think I saved myself quite good here, because I actually miscalculated a little bit. I shouldn't have done the feast, I think. So it were a little bit too close. But didn't stop me here, didn't hurt me too bad. I can now start my raid again. We'll get way more woodcutters here. Don't need that much of wood. Damn it, I have 4 low villagers, so maybe I will start to heal actually. But we'll see about that. I can now improve the tools of my sailors. I will do that as first, because I already have 4 sailors working for me. So it would definitely make sense. We have another dragger attacking there. They really won't stop, but this shouldn't really bother me. So happens. I can't... Ah! I can lose a villager right there. That isn't too bad. No! Oh, I just fought this villager. I wanted to take his hit there. But now I have 3 low villagers. And 3 low villagers are not too bad. I won't get a minus happiness for this. And while I'm upgrading my docks here anyway, I'm gonna get some happiness. Yeah, anyway. So like this. And we get another one there. Let's see. We'll start more exploring here. Explore. Ah, you see right here, this can be really juicy. And this can be something you still want to merc. So if you have the opportunity to merc an enemy tile with stone on it, you will actually get 5 stone per raid on it. So just spam those mercs on it, because if you buy stone without, they don't even have it, a negotiation on the market, you will actually pay 200 gold for 5 stone. So it's just the same rate. So why buy just stone at the market if you can? Just on top of that, throw 4 mercenaries into your enemy's base. I think that's a quite good deal, actually. So I would definitely take that. I get this 3rd upgrade for my dock right here. And I will start to raid here. Maybe even start exploring a bit. With this I want to actually go for erudition. Because I want the more lore heavy attempt here. So I'm gonna start get up some more stones at all positions. And while that, I can actually go a little bit slower on wood, because I won't need it that much anymore. Not needed that much is really nicely said. I really don't need it anymore. So, used all my bonus stone here to build some lore stones, and I will still need to get some military buildings in case someone wants to attack me here. Okay, you start building that house and afterwards you can build that. And the lumber camp isn't needed anymore, so we're gonna break that down, get more military buildings for that. The scout camp, I don't want to break that down. You could do that, but it's not too much of importance. And yeah, the mine will be done too at some point. I will improve the tools of my lore masters here, and of my farmers, I think, because the farmers are quite important in this build. I'm gonna start with the lore right now. So, and I guess right now you can already see the general strength of the Raven clan, since a really good sit down here, had his basic crown production with a really good lore production right here. You see this right now, it is an AI opponent, so it's not really good of an example here, but we're in the mid of June. It's not too crazy of a lore, definitely, so just right now it mostly starts for me to get my lore rolling here, but I think just the general crown production for the Raven clan is just way higher for the boar clan, in my opinion. That's why I think that he can definitely challenge the boar clan in a lore game, but in the end it will mostly come out from who really gets the circle of stones, because those circle of stones can be very important. I missed a little bit to scout all too much of them out here. I will definitely upgrade my scout camp right here. And maybe even get rangers. I don't know if rangers could be that much of the best idea. I don't think so, but I'm just gonna go for it because I want to scout right now. I think if you want to play a longer game after that, that shouldn't be the best decision to really go for rangers there. It's just quite cool right now to scout out the rest of here. And it will also make the exploring of your raids a little bit faster, so you can keep that in mind, that this can also boost your raids a little bit on top. The exploration of your raids, of course, on top. I definitely don't want to change to fame right now, even though I could do a few cool raids on this here. So maybe you could even think about this if you play against players, to just switch on fame to just for this tile here, because this stone is so important actually. And if you can manage to get some other stone right here, it can be really, really helpful and can really bring an enemy out of his build, because you will deny his stone quite some time for him, because the stone miners just won't work. They will always just attack all your mates there. Getting more exploration done here. Exploration. So, yeah, and with that I actually want to end this build here. I hope you got a good of an idea how what the idea of this build is. I definitely think you got it. I can't pop out the war chief here. Yeah, you can do that. It will just cost food if you don't want to attack. But you can imagine I have the war chief plus 10 warriors here. It shouldn't be all too hard to actually make them. I can improve the tools of maybe even axe throwers, because axe throwers can be very, very dangerous if you want to defend with them, because yeah, they make a lot of ouch, but if you get rushed with some shield bearers, it can of course be quite of a problem. So maybe not the first thing you really want to go for. But in the end, I think you got the fort of this build. This build will definitely more want... I want to go for weaponsmith here so I can get defensive strategy. Because you will, yeah, be more on your heels, if you know what I mean. Just lay a little bit back, not like laid back gameplay, definitely not. Because your enemy is definitely going to come if you're going to be too hard in lore. But yeah, you're gonna be more in a defensive state, definitely, and that's why the game actually changed a little bit up into yeah, that's more defensive right now. And I don't think yeah, it will be a quite hard thing to actually get you here. That's not like I don't think you can be gotten here. You can definitely be wiped out with a good aggression, but in this position I think you remain very strong, and if you can win the lore race, I think you are in a very good position. If you cannot win the lore race, you will actually be forced to attack your enemy, and this can be quite of a struggle. But I think if you played yourself in this position here, you will already be quite of a threat on the map. So I think actually a quite good build. So if you like it too, please leave it down in the comments, and if you think there must be something changed up because you really don't like it, you can also leave that down in the comments. But I actually think I actually like this build already right now, but there are always things that I do wrong, of course, so it's always cool to know what you guys think about that. Have a great day, everyone, have a lot of fun with this build, and yeah, keep the lore rolling, I would say. So bye bye everyone, and see ya, ciao.